spell that Eddleedeaug. She messaged me and she said, of course, some very nice things, but she also said, I hope when you're finished with this and you upload the contest winner, would you tell us the answer to the question, why is this your favorite video? And I hadn't planned to do that, but you know what, I thought that's a great idea because all of you, 2,600 people left comments on that video. 2,600. And I want you to know, I read them every day. It was awesome. It made me feel really good. Now, I am a realist, and I know that there are people who went into this contest and they said nice things about my favorite video just because they wanted to win an iPad. But I'm hoping that that number is a really small number. I'm hoping what I did was enlighten people to what interior design is all about, certainly what it's all about for us at Robeson Design. So I'm going to attempt to answer that question. And you know, after reading 2,600 comments of why you think it was my favorite video, my mind's like a little bleh, you know, because you guys are right. It's my favorite video for a lot of different reasons. And so many of you, everybody really touched on at least one of the reasons. But here's my story. For years, I've been an interior designer. And what we do is we ask our clients to move out of their house for, it depends on how big the project is, but most of the ones in that video, they moved out of their house for 5 days, some of them for 9 days. And while they were gone, my team of about 23 people came in and we completely redid their house while they weren't there. So the reactions you saw, the people walking in and crying and going, oh my God, you know, all that, that was so genuine and so real because they hadn't seen what we were doing. They didn't come home every night and see the progress that had been going on. They just left the house and it was pretty much bare bones except for any construction things that we had done throughout the project. And when they came back, it was completely finished, their dream home. So I had footage from all these different projects and I decided, you know, there's nothing that tells the story. When I meet with people and I say, okay, we want you to move out of your house for 5 days at the end and we're going to come in and we're going to completely install your project all at one time. I try to explain to them that it's a pretty emotional thing when they walk in their house. And I try to, you know, they've seen the pictures, they've sat on the furniture, they've helped in the selection process, but nobody is prepared for what they're about to walk into. I get to see it all the time. I finally started videotaping it. So that movie that you saw was literally over a 5-year period of time. Some of those houses I decorated 7 years ago. So I think they're pretty timeless in their design if they still look good to you today. So I handed all this footage to Justin. He's the guy who does my really high-end video editing, and he's a student at UCLA. I told him my story of what it's like to do what we do. And so I purposely stayed out of the room because I can be a little controlling. I know it's hard to believe, but it's true. It's true. And I said, just call me when it's done. When I walked in the room and he pushed play and turned the music up, I started to cry. I did. Because it was the first time that anything had even come close to capturing what we do. Pictures don't tell the story. You got to see the client's reactions. You got to know how we work 16-hour days, 5 days in a row to pull these things off. And we take it, I mean, we are what I call us a turnkey operation. That means we do everything. I typically buy a brand new set of dishes for every client whose home we finish, if the dining room or kitchen is involved in the project anyway. If I'm doing a bedroom, I don't buy them dishes. I don't buy them anything I do a bedroom. So you might want to ask me to do your kitchen. So I buy them a set of dishes and I set the table, I buy them their towels. Sometimes I even buy them their toilet paper. I mean, I love to take it to the absolute nth degree. To me, that is so much fun. When we do a guest room, not only do I buy postcards, like if it's in San Diego, I'll buy San Diego postcards and I'll put them in the desk. I'll buy postcard stamps because those are hard. You got to go to the post office to get those. I put those in the drawer. I have, all the things that I would think if I was a guest from out of town, what would I like? And I just live it. I guess maybe I live vicariously through my clients. But this video captured the essence of the emotion of what it's like to live in a home where everything has a place. Everything is so detailed out to the minute, finest detail that is not my taste, but it's what I have gleaned of what is my client's taste. And as you saw in the video, there's many different styles. It goes from, it's funny to me, some people think it's all the same house. I don't know where they think all those different people come from. They must think they're like a big Catholic family or something, and I don't know. But there are a bunch of different houses. And the clients, I even pick music. When they walk in, the music is tuned just to the style of their home. If it's a French kind of a, French jazzy thing, or if it's sort of a Tuscan home, I have, Ottmer Liebert, and just really cool music, so that they feel every sense. We light the candles, we have the fire in the fireplace, we even do the entryway as they walk up to their home, and they don't expect that. So there's beautiful flowers, and there's pots, and there's greens growing, and the candles are lit. We are setting a stage for them to walk in. I've had kids particularly come into the home, their mouth is wide open. They turn around and they walk outside to check the house number because they don't even think it's their house. It's so fun. One of my favorite comments, it wasn't on the video, but one of my all-time favorite comments was, remember the lady who says, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God." Okay, she had her girlfriends scheduled to come over because they knew this was the night of the reveal. It had been talked about for months and months. The doorbell rings and the girlfriend comes in and she's got a bottle of wine, and she walks in and she says, "Oh my God, I gotta go home and get a better bottle of wine." I thought that was so funny. In other words, she just thought that the cheap wine she brought just wasn't right for the occasion. To me, that was a huge compliment. One of my favorite sayings at Robeson Design is, we create homes that celebrate life. And I believe that this video captures that exact theme. So that's why it's my favorite. I'm sorry that 2,000 of you didn't win an iPad, but I hope that you don't regret having come here and gone through the scavenger hunt. And I hope you don't regret having met me or Mr. Arturo Trejo. And I hope you're going to stick around. I hear all these unsubscriptions. The people who are unsubscribing, they left this video a long time ago. So they're gone. We could talk about them. No, we won't. Well, we could. Did you see? No. If you are totally bored and want to stop, you can stop now. But I'm cutting this video up and I'm going to upload it in, I think, 2 or 3 different videos. Feel free to link here to the next portion of what it is I had to say when I was on the stairs. My dogs even fell asleep. I guess I just need somebody to listen to me. I have so much to say.